One reason I will always disagree whenever people say healthy hair care is expensive is that there are so many things you can use to take care of your hair that don't involve you spending a fortune or a load of money. Pawpaw leaves or papaya leaves are one of those things, and I'll show you a very simple recipe that you can use to make a hair growth spray at home for guaranteed hair growth. Now, pawpaw leaves or papaya leaves have been used in traditional medicine across parts of Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean for their healing and detoxifying properties. But while the fruit is rich in nutrients, the leaves are just as powerful, and the leaves are packed with antioxidants, enzymes like papain, and essential vitamins. One thing I love about papaya or pawpaw is that it's very common. The tree grows almost everywhere, and so the fruit is almost always available, and because of this you can find the leaves anywhere you are. I know this is true for Africa, and I'm guessing it's the same for Caribbean and tropical countries. So you have a plant with leaves that are readily available, packed with nutrients, and very beneficial for growing your hair and keeping your hair and scalp healthy. You can see here my papaya leaves along with some aloe vera and some rosemary, ingredients I'm going to be using to make my hair growth spray today, and they are all the ingredients you're going to need to make this particular hair growth spray. Papaya leaves became popular in the natural hair community when people discovered that it's a very healthy and gentle way to nourish your scalp, reduce hair fall, and promote healthy, fuller hair, especially for people who have coily, tight texture or type 4A to 4C hair. This texture tends to break more easily because the coils and curls are very tight, and because of this they require very gentle hair care. So here you can see me dressing my papaya leaves. Now I plucked this the day before and I wasn't able to use it immediately, but I decided to film this tutorial before the leaves became even more dry. Separated the leaves, broke them, and picked the one I was going to use to make my spray. I want to point out that for this spray you can make the quantity that will last you for 1 week. If you're going to be making for more than one person, also take that into consideration so that you adjust the amount of leaves you need to cover the number of people you're going to be making the hairspray for. If you're wondering why exactly you should use pawpaw leaves for your hair, pawpaw leaves are rich in vitamins A, C, and E, and these vitamins help to nourish the scalp and strengthen the hair roots, which in turn help reduce excess hair breakage and shedding. Another amazing benefit is that using a pawpaw leaf treatment helps promote scalp health. The antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties help to fight scalp infections, dandruff, and itchiness, creating a healthy environment for your hair to grow. It also helps to improve blood flow circulation to the scalp, especially when you spray this treatment on your hair and scalp and you massage for a few minutes. And it doesn't stop there. Pawpaw leaves also help to reduce hair loss because of the antioxidants and enzymes that it contains, like papain. So it can help to reduce oxidative stress and minimize overall hair fall. And then it also helps to add shine and softness to the hair when you use it regularly. So when used as a rinse or a mask or even a pre-poo, pawpaw leaf extract can help soften your hair and add a healthy shine to your hair, especially the kinky quartz type 4 hair. And that's our main ingredient. The other ingredient is aloe vera, which is an excellent moisturizer. So I'm adding the aloe vera to help add moisture to the hair, to also nourish the hair, to strengthen the hair strands, to keep the scalp clean, and to reduce how much the hair breaks. I'm just using a little quantity of aloe vera. Remember, this is for just me. The spray I'm making is for just me. If you're going to be making this spray for more than one person, feel free to increase the quantity of your aloe vera as well. So I'm just going to chop up my aloe vera and add this to a pot. For all the people who keep complaining about hair products being so expensive, you can start with very simple DIY recipes like this and you'll be able to grow your hair very healthy. When I was a broke student in the university, these are the types of things that I was doing to grow my hair, because I could not afford all those expensive products way back then. So you can try things like this. Another thing you can do is use this pawpaw leaf as a pre-poo that's applied to your hair before you shampoo, instead of using it as a leave-in conditioner. This particular spray is a leave-in conditioner, and if you watch the first pawpaw leaf video that I posted, I showed you how to make the spray two ways. One by boiling only the pawpaw leaves, and the second one by boiling and blending the pawpaw leaves to produce a pre-poo which I applied to my hair before going in to wash the hair. So for this one, it's also a leave-in conditioner because I added two other ingredients apart from pawpaw leaves. So all of those ingredients are excellent when it comes to conditioning the hair, strengthening the hair, and helping the hair grow healthy in record time. Apart from the fact that this is very healthy and good for your hair, it also helps you to grow your hair in record time while keeping the hair moisturized. And please don't forget, if you're going to use this spray on your hair, you will need to seal in the moisture with some oil or a hair butter. So now that I've put everything into a pot, I'm going to add in my rosemary. I went with 1.5 spoons. So rosemary is another excellent ingredient when it comes to hair growth. It's known for boosting hair growth. It's known for keeping the hair healthy, and it's known for strengthening the hair from the roots to the ends, which helps to reduce excess breakage. After adding my ingredients to my pot, I'm adding some water into that. You don't want to add too much water, just enough to cover the ingredient so that you don't have a mixture that is not very potent. So after that, I'm just going to set that on the fire and allow it to boil. Now, when you place this on the fire, for the first couple of seconds, you're going to notice that the water is very clear, but by the time it's boiled and it's ready to use, you're going to notice that the water is brown, a golden brown. I had to reduce my quantity because it was almost boiling over, but I just allowed that to cook. Another way you can know that this is ready is that your ingredients are not going to be green anymore, they are also going to be brownish. So go ahead and let that cook, and while it's cooking, for the way you're going to use this, I already mentioned you'll use this as a leave-in conditioner. So that means you're not going to be rinsing it out of your hair. So you can apply this to your hair, then seal in the moisture with an oil or a butter. You can also apply this as the water in the LOC or LCO method, meaning you spray this on your hair and your scalp, and then you apply a leave-in conditioner, a liquid or a cream leave-in conditioning product before sealing in the moisture with an oil or a butter. Now you can use this about twice a week if you're going to be using it with a cream and a butter, or if you're just going to be applying this to your hair and then sealing with an oil, you can use it anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week, and then repeat that consistently for a month, and trust me guys, you're going to see results. I let the mixture cool down, and then I brought it out and strained it. This is a very simple leave-in conditioning spray that you can make and use at home for your hair growth, for guaranteed hair growth, guys. I've said it before. Now, this process is very easy to do, and you can literally do this as many times as you want in a month, or every 2 months, or in 3 months. You can also make enough, and when you use it on your hair and it's left over, you just store that in the fridge and bring it out whenever it's time to apply it to your hair again. Remember, if you put it in the fridge, it's going to get cold. So when you bring it out, you're going to need to leave it to warm up a little before applying that to your hair. So you can also transfer this to an applicator bottle if you have one, or you can just transfer it to a bowl. And I'm going to show you how I use a cotton pad to apply that to my hair. But I showed how I used it and applied it on my hand instead. Just assume that the hand is the scalp. Just go ahead and repeat that process. Use the cotton pad, dip it into the spray, and then just massage that into your scalp. And for the body of your hair, just distribute the water all over the body of your hair.